This podcast provides a platform that will share many different points of views that should empower you, uplift you, make you want to go out and do right. When you hear the term still a man, say, yes, I am. Still a man. Yes, I am. Still a man. Yes, I am. Let's go.
What's up, people? Welcome to another episode of the Still a Man podcast. Tonight's topic: would you marry or stay married to a mate that has a terminal illness or STD? Now, I was doing some research and I learned some shocking things and some things that basically wasn't so shocking. Now, I'm gonna just go around the panel, and I was just talking to the guys in the green room. Patsy right now is the only female representation, so she's just gonna have to hold it down until she gets someone to come in and offer her some assistance. So we're gonna go to the ladies first. She's the only lady on here. So, Patsy, let's get right to it. Would you marry or stay married to someone that has a terminal illness or STD? And you know what? Let's do this two ways. Make it easy so we don't be going off in several different directions. For the first part, let's just stick with the first part of the question. Would you marry or stay married to someone that has a terminal illness? When we talk about terminal illness, the first thing that crosses people's minds is usually cancer. And if not cancer, AIDS. So those are the terminal diseases that I am aware of. And sometimes people die from pneumonia,
ALS or something like that or whatever.
Heart condition, diabetes.
Yep. So, you guys can add it as we go along. So, Patsy, would you stay married? Would you marry or would you stay married to someone that is suffering from all such illnesses?
Yeah, because my ex-husband had diabetes and stuff, So terminal illness is not really an issue. You just deal with it and figure out how to manage the illness, because I have a heart condition myself. I have congestive heart failure. So, you can't deal with it. Well, peace out.
So again, just so we're clear, so did your ex-husband pass away, or
No, I had to divorce him because of other issues.
Okay, so did he have
You got burnt.
did he have these illnesses when you met him, or did he
yeah.
get
Oh
them?
yeah, he had diabetes when I met him.
Okay. So how does something like that, work? Upon exchanging health information, did he disclose that information? Did he just come out and tell you, or did he have a bout of bad diabetes and he had some type of attack?
Like he had it before I met him, so it just came up in conversations and stuff like that, and just talking about medications and this and that, and like it wasn't like a really big issue. It was just something that
Awareness.
yeah, just an awareness, so I knew of what was going on and stuff like that. And like just before I left him the last time, he ended up having to get on insulin and stuff, so he had to learn how to do that. But that wasn't a factor in me leaving him, but it wasn't a factor of either marrying him, divorcing him, or just staying in the picture. That was wasn't even half the issue of what was going on with us.
Did it
So,
come a point in the relationship where his health condition became overwhelming or exhausting to you?
no, it wasn't even the health issues that was overwhelming to me. It was just other issues that was going on in the relationship, you know?
Could have had a lot to do with the health issues that you weren't really aware of.
No, I know the other stuff because it was like totally off script the way his health issues were, you know?
Health issues
Yeah.
determine mental health issues.
Oh no, because this was more of an addiction issue than
Oh, there you go.
diabetes.
Yeah,
There you go.
that's
So
exactly what it was.
there was some contributing factors due to addiction that maybe may have exacerbated the diabetes.
Yeah, but yeah, that wasn't the main factor. It was the other stuff that, like I just said, and trust issues and stuff like that, and money issues and all that stuff.
Mhm.
That was more the contributing factor to why I decided to leave and come back to Boston,
Okay. So was there ever a time where he became bedstricken, like his ailment got the best of him and you had
No,
to take care of him?
nope.
Okay. All right.
In fact, he was in good shape.
All right. So let's go to Timmy. All
No, you got Kiana.
Keon's in the house, yeah.
right.
Hey, how
Timmy,
you doing?
Hello
Yes,
there.
it looks like it's a bunch of men here, so I had to come
Yeah.
join
Yeah,
Patsy.
me and you are the only ladies.
All right. So Kiana has opted to tag in. Same question. So tonight we're talking about would you marry or stay married to someone that has a terminal illness or STD? But we're just going to tackle the terminal illness part right now, and then we'll jump into the STD factor in a bit.
Okay.
The water's nice, so go on and dip your toe in it. Would you marry or stay married to someone that has a terminal illness?
Marriage is till death do you part. You're supposed to be with your partner till the end, and why would you leave at the worst point of time in their life if it can be
Help.
helped? I mean, there's certain things that you can't account for, like Patsy said, certain other circumstances that negate the health issue. But yes, I would stay unless I don't know what would make me not stay.
Okay, so let's look at it this way. So upon meeting this person, you weren't aware that they had, let's say, they had heart failure, and it was critical. The next heart attack could kill them, and they never told you. And then you learned upon them having a heart attack. Would you stay married to them, or would you marry them, knowing that the next heart attack could kill them?
No one's guaranteed life, so why would I? And you don't control your heart and heart disease and heart health. So yes, I would stay, and yes, I would be married. I would be very upset that you kept something from me if we are supposed to be in a partnership and a relationship. But I'm the type of wife, girlfriend that I'm going to your appointments with you. I'm reading your medical records. So that would you're gonna check out before we get married. So I'm not letting those things pass by me first. We're both getting STD tests. You're sharing your results with me. I'm sharing your results with you. So none of that would be coming into the factor afterwards.
It sounds like a team player. All right, let's get some of these guys' perspective.
You got Deli.
Yep, Deli just popped in too.
Y'all just ladies, welcome. So let me give you the same question, Deli. Thank you for joining us. Tonight we're talking about would you marry or stay married to a mate that has a terminal illness or STD. And as I stated to Patsy and Kiana, we're going to tackle the first part of the question.
Thank you.
So
I got hit by a car.
you guys mute your
Mute
I
your
hear you. I got
mute your phones. All right. So Deli, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I agree with Kiana. I came in late when Kiana was speaking, but I truly agree with her. Love first. And whether before, during, I once loved, so me not knowing of those things, yes, it would be harmful, but prior to that, I was with you because I loved you. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So I would certainly stay married, or I would certainly get married and work together with them.
You just some stand-up women on this panel. All right. Now, is it safe to go to the men, or there's some more women that's popping in?
You can go to the men.
All right, we're gonna go to the men. All right, first up, Timmy, let's get your perspective. Would you marry or stay married to a woman that has a terminal illness?
I got 2 words for you: insurance policy.
That's your only answer?
Yeah, because if you going to marry somebody with a health problem, you better take out insurance, because you never know where that person. And that's not being facetious. It's just saying, to be, if he or she checks out, then you have coverage to bury them, or to take care of them, make sure their burial is straight.
Okay.
But that's a personal insight. That's something you would do on your own. But would you marry them or stay with them?
No, that's a good that's a good say, because when you first said it, you was coming off sounding real shallow, real selfish, but that was a good say.
No. But yes, but that's not going to change how my love, like everyone says, the love doesn't is going to overshadow that handicap or disability, whatever you have, whatever type of disease you have.
So you're just saying, in a nutshell, if we're gonna do this, let's be practical. Let's make sure everybody's covered.
Everybody should have life insurance anyway. That's a given. Should be a given.
Yeah, that's something Kiana's been adamant about. I mean, I swear she works for one of those insurance companies. Because she'll convince you. Exactly.
You get the commission for everybody you bring into the company, honey. Right. Give me a $500,000.
No, I don't, but I wish I did.
All right, Timmy, we got yours. Let's go to Sean next. Sean, same question. Would you marry or stay married to a woman that has a terminal illness?
I would stay married to a woman that had a terminal illness. As far as marrying one beforehand, I don't know. I don't know about that. I definitely wouldn't leave her side or leave her or anything like that, but I don't know if I would go that route. And as far as STD,
Hold on to that answer. Hold on to that answer. We're gonna come back to that one.
Sorry.
Yeah, don't worry. We're gonna come back to that one. I'm gonna let everybody answer that one, but I want to get the terminal illness part out first.
Yeah, Rachel chimed in.
What's going on, Rachel?
Hey.
Welcome
hey guys.
What's going on there?
Hey, I'm about to send my cousin in here too. You gonna meet her.
So bring them all in. Are you ready to answer the question, or you want me to wait until you bring her?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
All right. So tonight we're talking about would you stay married? Excuse me, would you marry or stay married to someone that has a terminal illness?
Terminal illness, like any terminal illness?
Yes, any
Yes.
terminal illness.
So if we were already married but it got sick?
Would
Yeah.
well,
It
not
twice,
only that,
both of them, both
not only
brothers.
that, if
What?
if you was dating them and you learned that they had a terminal illness, would you go ahead and marry them? Or if you was already married and you later learned that they
Yeah.
had a terminal illness,
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would. I still would.
you would.
I would. If I liked them enough, I would. Because at this point, if I know you got like maybe you got like ending days coming or something, even if it takes a long time, I would want to make you happy if I liked you in that moment at that point. So I would care. I'm empathetic like that.
Again, another y'all some good women. Y'all some good
Love conquers all. That love
y'all
That's
some
what I
some
said.
good women.
strong black women.
That's that black love. No, actually, that's just love period because
And-
Patsy said the same thing. Y'all, like I said, them are some good, y'all some good women. Is your cousin already logged in, tuned in?
No.
Not
No.
yet. Hold on. She's
All right, when
good.
she comes in, go ahead and get her in, get her what she needs, and we'll bring her up to date when she comes in. All right, we're gonna go to Bird next. Bird, you ready to share? Same question. Would you marry or stay married to a woman that has a terminal illness?
I believe, yes, seeing I'm terminally ill, but I don't think I want to be married at this point. I don't want to put anybody through taking care of me. I don't want to put anybody through none of that. If I was married and this came up, I absolutely would hang in there. STD, kill yourself. I'm not doing that. You burn me, you're out.
And you just, I'm gonna tell you, saying I just told Sean and everybody else, we're gonna come back to the STD. You just snuck your
All right.
answer in there. But
I'm sneaking it in. I ain't having it. I ain't a part of it. Kill yourself, or I'll kill you. One or the other. I don't know what could happen to you. You don't get to do that to me, and that don't get unaddressed or unhandled. So I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna leave that alone. But terminally ill, yes, I wouldn't expect someone to want to marry me with terminal illness, and I don't know my lifespan. So I would definitely stay with somebody that became terminally ill. And if this happened to me when I was with someone, then it's their choice if they want to stay or they go.
Okay, good answer.
He switched it around. He didn't answer the question. He made it about him. You're asking.
No, I said I would stay. I would stay with somebody.
He said he would stay, but he also said he doesn't believe that he would want somebody to marry him if he had a terminal illness.
Right, but if you were not married to this lady and you were dating her, Bird, and she had a terminal illness that she probably didn't share with you until later on in the relationship when she got ill, would you marry her?
That would depend because I'm not going to do it out of pity. If I don't love you and want to be with you, then no, I
So
wouldn't.
love first, right? Love first.
Yes, love would determine me wanting to marry anyone, regardless of your illness or not. I mean, if I love you and I want to be with you, let's ride through it. You know what I mean? I'm cool with that. I can put it out. Hopefully things could get better, or my support could make things a little easier. So yeah, I'm with it. But definitely,
yeah.
All right.
Can I get red 100?
Good man. Mr. Brimage, you ready to share?
If I was married and she turned sick or had an illness, I'd stay with her. It wouldn't be no divorce. I don't know what we get married for. Second to that, if I was dating you for a while and we loved each other and we was already, thinking that we should get married, why not? What the hell? Let's get married still. Like other people are saying, you don't know your love and marrying this person just because you think that they're sick don't mean they're dying tomorrow. You might end up helping them live years longer, and that illness that they had might just get better.
Okay. Do we get everybody or do we get some new people joining us? I want to make sure everybody get a chance to answer that question.
Not yet.
All right. So, this is what we're gonna do. So here's the situation. So during my research, this is what I found. They said that women are more likely to stay in the relationship as opposed to leaving. They said that men are more likely to leave that situation. You want to know the reasons why? Let me ask you. Well, let's do it this way. Let's ask the ladies. Why do you think a man would leave his sick spouse? Let's go to Rachel first. Why would a man leave his sick spouse?
I don't know. I feel like men, I don't want to do it like that, but I just feel like they don't love as hard as us. I feel like they give up faster through the fight. Like it would be a struggle and they have needs and maybe the illness, you can't fulfill those needs or it becomes frustrating and they always want to go elsewhere for outlets. So I don't know. I think a man just doesn't love as hard. They don't have enough patience for it. Not all of them, but if it goes down to whatever that
A lot of them ain't shit. Will go out there and cheat on that woman.
Yeah, and then they have no patience to go home and deal with that, and some people marry the wrong people or deal with the wrong people.
It's sad, but it's true. A lot of men, we ain't shit. We might love you, but we have needs too that can't be met, and we're selfish and we're inconsiderate sometimes, and we don't. It's just a shitty game. But I would say women are more open to ride it all the way down to the end, and not going to go out there and see James or Johnny because you can't perform. You know what I mean? I just think, as a culture, women are just a lot more loyal, and we ain't shit. Unfortunately.
Insurance policy.
Patsy, you want to jump in there? You want to tell us what you think of
women,
some of the reasons?
You know why is that? Because women more quicker to take out an insurance policy that's going to make sure that they are straight. And
you don't gotta stay with somebody for an insurance policy. You can still collect when you're not with them, so that has nothing to do with it.
See, I told you, Kiana works for these people secretly. She's telling you all the ins and outs.
Kiana's a government agent.
Patsy,
you're a government agent.
Patsy, what are some reasons you think that why that man would want to leave that woman learning that she's sick?
Because he can't handle it. It's like, like, you don't want to take care of their health issues. Like, okay, dude, it's like, why you with me if you is stuff like this is like for better or for worse. If we got married, it's been for better or worse. Unless you can't handle the financial thing or whatever, you ain't helping me back enough. But when it comes down to my health condition, I can't help the health condition, and nor can you help yours. So it's like, a tit for tat situation. It's like, come on, we can help each other out with stuff, but I guess, like, I think women are more stronger than men. When it comes down to that, it's like, okay, we know how to handle stuff, so I don't know, it's just how men handle it is different than how we as women would handle something when it comes down to health conditions. Because technically we raise up kids, and kids get sick all the time, so it's like we figure out the game plan, and then we run with it, and then it's like, what do I do now?
Yeah, it's almost like most women are like preconditioned to be nurturers. Not everybody
that's the role.
But most women, that's just a part of y'all's that's just who you are.
Mindset.
Deli, you want to jump in there? What do you think some reasons are that men would walk away from a sick woman?
Probably the burden, just probably men are more sensitive, a lot of them, Some are expressive with it, and others are very intimate and quiet with it. Like not shameful so much, but just don't know how to express that part of them. And I think the burden of knowing that a possibility of they may have to take care of this woman or do step out of their comfort zone or give up their life. And like Patsy said, you know, they still have needs. Oh, no, not Patsy. I'm sorry, Rachel. They still have needs, you know what I'm saying? Or might want to keep or continue exploring their own life rather than sacrificing and helping the lady or your wife or whomever. Yeah, I think it's burden. It's the burden or just that not wanting to carry on that burden. Yeah, that's what I think. The burden. It becomes a burden.
Tiana, what do you think some reasons are?
I think that a lot of men are emotionally immature. They don't know how to deal with the emotions that a sickness or taking care of a sick person brings, the ups and downs, and you know, where females are more. So I don't think it's in us. It is in us, but it's also at a young age you give little girls baby dolls to take care of. So we're almost immediately taught to nurture something out of the womb. So, and we don't do that to boys. We don't do that to young boys and boys. We tell them to toughen up and handle it and keep it to yourself and all these other things. So that immaturity level plays a big part in why a lot of men can't handle.
Is it maturity or uneducation? Like uneducated how?
I didn't say educate. I said we don't teach we don't give boys toys, doll toys to take care of and baby
Well,
and
that's
put
what I
on a
mean
diaper and stuff.
when you said we're emotionally immature. I think we are emotionally uneducated because we don't learn that.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a learned behavior that we pick up. We
Or just
learn
emotionally
how to
unavailable.
depend.
And
We learn
that's
how to
why
depend
you're
on the
immature
nurturer.
because you're not taught to do that. And then the boys
Emotionally
who are
unavailable.
taught to do that, you're soft, you're a mama's boy, get up underneath your mother and all these girls in his place. So it's a lot of reasons that happens.
It's a learned
I think
behavior.
it's a combination of immaturity, emotionally,
Turn yours down.
and a pride thing too, you know?
That's right. All right. So let's see. We got Rachel. Is your cousin joining us yet?
Yeah, she's here. We're trying to get it situated because she's here with me.
All right. So basically, instead of having her log in on her phone, so there won't be any cross like bad feedback.
Yeah.
She's in.
Background noise.
But we turned it down. Is it good now?
She's in. She's in.
Yeah, but what I was gonna say to you is, are you guys in the same place?
We are, but it's good now because she turned it down.
All right,
She's
because
on.
what I was gonna say is it might be more conducive if you guys is talking to the same phone. Just put it on speaker and talk into it. That way you don't
or every time one is talking, the other has to be muted.
Yeah,
that's all.
what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
that's all.
y'all do what is conducive. All right. So what's the new participant's name? Mo?
Mo, yeah.
All right, Mo, welcome. So tonight we are talking about, would you marry or stay married to someone that has a terminal illness? So the question to you is, would you marry or stay married to someone that has a terminal illness?
Yes, I've been listening. So like me, I've been married before. It depends on how long you've been talking to the person. You know, when it comes to marriage, sometimes people can't deal with all that mental excess of like the extra stress, or you don't have enough time invested But if you're already married, I feel like that you should stay married and you should hold it down for your husband until he recovers, or, however the Lord may take it. So,
Yeah, I mean, that's talk like a woman that's already been through the trenches. And so you said you was married before. So you're
yeah,
divorced now?
yes, I've been married twice
Oh,
and
you've been married
divorced twice.
twice. You're a trooper. All right, so
Still married
No,
yeah.
I divorced recently, but
Now
it was
twice.
now during these marriages, was there ever a time that you had to take care of your spouse because they became ill?
yes, both of my children are from my first husband. At one point, he was injured and he was paralyzed from the waist down, and I was there to support him until he was able to heal. But also with dealing with my second husband, I was dealing with health issues, and you know, he wasn't able to be there for me mentally or health wise. He wasn't understanding, like he wasn't understanding of my health issues physically, mentally, nothing. So
Good segue to the next question. This is for the men. All right, so y'all heard what Mo said. Her husband was not able, and I don't know if I would use that word able, but that's what she said. He was not able to care for her. Guys, what do you think are some contributing factors that brings a man to that point where his woman is ill and he's unable, he can't find it in himself?
Is not, is this what you said? I disagree with not able. It's a want or choose. It's a choose or wanting. You know, if you choose to do it, then you're gonna do it because you wanted to do it. If you choose not to do it, that means you have no patience. You have no intention on dealing with this person or your loved one, supposed to be loved one. You have no character on how to deal with the changes that have suddenly came upon you. If
No
it's that.
empathy. So it sounds like they don't have no empathy.
Right. And so they're only the only way for someone to deal with things is to flee because they can't deal with it, and their only means out is to flee.
So the fight or flight mechanism, you either stay and endure it or you abort it, basically. Get out the way.
Exactly.
Because it's what Kiana said, it's immaturity. And so, Bird, when you questioned her about it, that's what she's talking about. That's immaturity. You're already married.
That component.
You're already married to the lady, and she has or already had or incurred medical issues. You're not nurturing to any of that.
That's
So
more inconsiderate.
you have personal intentions. You had intentions before you married her. It wasn't based on the foundation of love.
Mm-hmm. So Bird, go on and answer that question, Bird, about what do you think it's an issue or that he was unable, or what do you think it was something more to it?
Well, depending. I mean, does someone want? I mean, again, when you're saying I'm unable, am I unable to change your shitty diaper every night? That could be something, and I don't know. Or you ain't built that certain way, or you don't know what it's like to be taken care of, so you don't know how to take care of someone. You haven't been nurtured, so you don't know how to nurture. You know what I mean? You've been through a rough game in a rough world, and again, it could be able and willing, maybe like Timmy said, choice or whatever. Maybe it's not that you're not able to do it, you're not willing to go and push yourself to change that shitty diaper or to bathe you every day and lotion you up, and you don't look like the same person I married, and we don't have sex, and we don't even talk anymore because you're so depressed, and you're taking out the illness on me and stressing me out and pushing me to someone else or somewhere else to be because I don't want to be home. There's many contributing factors on somebody's ability or willingness. So we'll go with those two differentials: ability to do it or willingness to do it.
That's good. That's a good one. Let's get some more Mill's perspective. Robert and then Sean. Go ahead, Robert.
Me, people.
I hear stuff in the background. Me personally, if I'm in a relationship or I'm married to this individual, my question to her would be, help me, help you, help me to understand what you need from me. Don't be scared to express your doggone feelings. I mean, every day ain't gonna be a perfect one. There's gonna be some rough edges. There's gonna be some swears. The choice of words or you throwing things, and I can understand. I get it because we're in this together. So if I don't take the time to understand you when you need me the most, who the hell am I to want you to take the time to understand me when I'm going to need you the most? So this right now is temporarily. It might just be your downfall right now or a stroke of bad luck. But that's going to pass with love, hopefully. And then I might go through it. And I'm going to need the same from you.
That's good. You know what? You got some.
Mama C's in the house too.
All right, welcome, Mama C. We're gonna come to you right after we get to Sean. We're gonna bring you up to speed. Sean, same question. How do you feel about this individual? He was married to her. She became ill, and he was unable. Though that was the statement. He was unable to care for her. What do you think some contributing factors that bring that man to that point where he can say or display that to this woman that he claimed to love?
Well, I think it starts off with whatever the dynamic of their relationship truly was, how he actually feels towards her. Because, if you care for someone like that, then you ought to be able to make some kind of sacrifice. Also, I think it's a little bit of, some emotional immaturity to where some people can't even handle a task like that. Like it becomes overwhelming for them.
All this time he said 10 minutes.
And they in the process of doing so, they get overwhelmed because of the burden of feeling like they can't supply a need or give the love and attention that they should be given. And then whatever their dynamic is as far as the household goes, it just becomes overwhelmed by everything.
So, Mo, we're not trying to make you a case study, sweetheart. We're just using that as an example because I was gonna ask that question anyways. But your statement was a good segue into it. So, Mama C, you with us?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. So listen, everybody.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say me?
Yeah, I said Mama C. So
okay.
Everybody else, if just mute your phone until the question comes back to you, please, so we won't have a background. All right, Mama C, let's bring you up to speed. So if you're just joining us, for everybody else, tonight we're talking about would you marry or stay married to your spouse, your mate that has a terminal illness. And we asked everybody on the panel that, but then we came to Mo, and she was telling us about situation, and that when she took ill, that this individual was unable to care for her for whatever reason. We want to know from you, would you stay married to somebody if they was terminally ill? Would you marry somebody that had a terminal illness? And what do you think some contributing factors are to that situation where that person says that they're unable to care for their sick loved one? I know I gave you a lot to deal with, but I know you can handle it.
Thank you. If I'm encountering somebody who I am in love with unconditionally, with God's agape love, then terminal illness would not be a concern for me, because it may have been that that person was put in my life for me to help through that journey, right? And so I can't back away from something. Now, if I'm an empath and I'm seeking somebody to help, that's a whole different story, because some empaths have the need to want to constantly help when they're not supposed to. So that's two different perspectives from my angle. But if it was something that I truly know that God placed this person in my life to help them in their last journey, right, then I'm going to help them with God's agape love and me saying, I love you unconditionally, brother. And that, if that's the case, then I'm going to take you with that and be with there, there for you through your end times. If I'm the one receiving and my man or my husband says he cannot take care of me anymore, then I need to know why. Is it financial reasons? Because if it's financial issues, when we got together, that financial part of our lives should have been spoken about beforehand. So if things come up where now I can't work, or I'm sick and I need to be taken care of, my needs are met because we spoke about this. We have rainy funds, we have life insurance, we have whatever set up. So finances to me should not be a concern as to why you can't take care of me as your woman, as your wife. If it's a mental thing, it could be because he watched his grandmother go through something and it's triggering him and he can't handle the pressure. We have to remember, a lot of people say they can handle something until they're put in that situation. And that goes from child to parent too. Some people say, I'll never put my mom or dad in a nursing home because of whatever. And then guess what? They come in a situation where their mom now has dementia or they're really sick and they say, I can't handle this. I got kids, I'm working, I got to put them in a nursing home. So it all plays on that person's mindset of how much they can really endure when that situation arises. Words speak a lot. People speak from their heart and they have good intentions, but your intentions have to follow through with the actions too.
Actions speak louder than words.
Louder words, for sure.
All right, so let me give you guys this. I was doing my research and I read this article. And this young lady, she it's saddening. So ladies, get ready. This young lady, she married this man. She found out she was pregnant. She took a pregnancy test. It was supposed to be a beautiful experience. She goes to the doctor to confirm it. Upon going to the doctor to confirm a pregnancy, they found a tumor on her ovary. So what is it? Ovarian cancer? So she had to have an operation to remove both the tumor and the infected ovary. So here we go, ladies. And y'all tell me how you feel about this, and guys, how you feel about this. So when this man married her, he said, the vows were through sickness and health. And upon learning that she had been stricken with this ailment, he said he was going to be there for her. Like Mama C just said, people said they're going to do things, and they don't know what they're going to do until they're in that situation. But this individual, and I'm going to let y'all be the judge of how to refer to this individual. But this individual, when she went to go get the surgeries done, he took her to the surgery, and that was the last time she saw him. Now, after that, for some reason, she spent some time in the hospital. When she came home, he was there. He no longer found her attractive because she gained weight due to the steroids that she had to take. for, I guess, to combat or to bring her back to good health. So no, so she went from a size what they say, a size 6 to a size 14. I don't know about y'all, size 14. That's a lot more to love. That's a thick woman. That's a BBW. So she went to a size 14. He refused to deal with her. So she turned to her friends for support. And I say after 3 years or something, her friends talked to her into getting a divorce. Unbeknownst to her, this man had already started making preparations for the divorce 3 years prior to her coming to terms that she needed a divorce. Again, I'm gonna go to the ladies first. How do y'all feel about this individual?
Jamie, can I ask you something? Did she get the surgery after she done had the baby, or did she have to terminate the pregnancy?
She had to terminate the pregnancy.
Oh, okay.
So I'll let you go first, Patsy.
I might factor that into it too.
Go ahead, Patsy. You tackle that.
Okay, so my thing is, I would have been upset if he didn't continue it, and I was unpronounced that he want to divorce me because like I gained weight. I would have gained weight throughout the pregnancy. So what's the difference between me getting pregnancy weight as opposed to like weight gain through having surgery because of a tumor and all that, the chemotherapy thing, whatever procedures I had to do to get rid of the cancer on my ovaries. What was the difference of that? I would have gained weight either way. I could have lost the weight after the pregnancy and even after the treatment. Come on. I feel like that if you can't handle that, like you punked out.
Okay.
You know, that's how I look at it. You would have stuck with me throughout the pregnancy and everything. But with the pregnancy, with finding out after getting pregnant, I had another situation going on with an illness. You punked out. That's how I look at it.
Deli, let's get your perspective.
Well, I can't, I don't know what perspective to speak from really, because I don't know how the relationship really is, the marriage, like from the beginning before these events started taking place. However, hypothetically speaking, or just, giving an opinion about, this whole situation, I agree with Mama C in having triggers, men having some triggers, and perhaps, one thing led to another. And again, a bit of that burdenness and things changing. He's had different intentions and that ripple effect, but it probably started with a trigger. Something of her turned him off that reminded him of something he'd lived through. I believe like that for me. Yeah. And so it's a ripple effect. It's really not about the weight. He probably dropped off. You know what?
Time ago. When she,
Exactly. He tapped
the baby probably did it too.
Yeah. But before any of that happened, something triggered him, something deeper than the marriage. It wasn't really about her, I don't think. It was something maybe she did or acted or, that she went through, but it was a trigger for him. And like I said, it's probably he can't deal with that, can't cope, like Mama C said, or you know what I mean? That burden, can't deal with the burden. And once you tap out, you begin to look different than when I met you. The feelings, the emotions are different. And so I don't see you the same, I don't see you the same.
Okay. Mo, you want to jump in there? Let's get your perspective on that. He abandoned her basically once he learned that she had an ailment. You still with us, Mo?
Yeah, she's still there.
Yes, I'm still here. I've been listening, and also I kind of agree with the guys. I don't know how much it was invested because with the second marriage, we was together only for a few months before.
Hold on, darling. Speak into your turn your volume up because you're fading away.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah, we was together only for a few months before we did get married. So like the guy said, I don't know how much he had invested. You know, with him, he was very business oriented, you know, and certain things just didn't align with his plans. You know, me and him still good friends today, because he was very upfront with the situation and everything that was going on. He never lied. Freaking yeah. With the first marriage, I was with him for 4 years, but and then we were married for 8. The second marriage, you know, we met. It was a whirlwind. We got married after 8 months, and freaking 8 months later, after working and stuff, I got injured, and it was just like a tailspin. So, you know, if anything, take the
you
friendship.
respected him more because he kept it buck with you. You know, he didn't lie to you. He laid it out. This is what it is, and I don't think this is gonna, you know, work with.
Y'all just kicked me out this meeting. I had to boot back up to get in. What just happened?
I think you I think you hit a button or something. But go ahead.
Nope.
Go ahead.
But Dave, should I say this? Ask her the question over.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask her again. So Mo, so you were saying, you know, basically that guy, so that like he sounded like he was a stand-up dude in that situation. However, how do you feel about this individual that married her soon as she got sick? He dipped out. He wasn't forthcoming. He wasn't honest. There was no communication. He just started making preparations for an exit to abandon. He abandoned her. He dropped her off at the hospital and he went on with his life. When she came home, that's when she learned that things had changed. I'm pretty sure she figured that out when she woke up in the hospital and he wasn't there. And then
he never showed up.
He stayed away. But so how do you feel about that situation, about that individual? Mo?
I feel like he never had any good intentions, or he never thought like far into the future, you know? He didn't plan for things like this, or also he could have had sideline things to the point he just wasn't down for the current moment. He's a person that lived moment to moment. He had to go. You get me? That's not someone you really want in your life.
Or did he have somebody on the side and that was just his excuse to exit?
That's kind of what she
that's
said.
That's a high chance. That's like a 99.99, you know, whatever you want to take, however you want to take it, you know. But I didn't want to say that.
No.
At the end of the day, he didn't have any intentions on staying with you longevity. It's you. It doesn't matter who he's with, what he's doing. He could be doing drugs. He could be, you know, just, you know, getting away because he just want positivity in his life. Like, you know, some people.
So let me be clear about this. On the Still a Man podcast, here on this platform, everybody, you're allowed to speak your mind. Rachel, show how to do it. Rachel, did we lose you? Okay. Let's see. Who? Kiana?
Rachel's still here. She said, "Can you
still...
say that again?"
Rachel. So I said, here on the Still a Man podcast, everyone's allowed to speak their mind. So Rachel, show her what we are referring to.
Turn on your mic, Rachel.
I was sorry, my phone was bugging out. It was bringing me to the camera, all kind of stuff. What you mean? Oh, what my opinion is on this?
Yes, yes.
Oh, he was wrong. He was wrong. He was wrong. He was he was effed up. That's what he was. He was
Right.
effed up for that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm glad he gave it to her so that she didn't have to go through the whole situation. Well, actually, nah, she took 3 years, right? Nah, my
Yeah.
problem is this.
Yeah.
Why? He had a whole divorce filed already, but didn't go through with it. And then
Right.
3 years later, that came up. What was that about? So he has problems as is. He has something going on with his mental as is. So he didn't know which way he was trying to go. There's obviously something that was there with her that he kept. So there was some kind of ties there. For him to not do that divorce. But I know somebody in a situation like this, and I know that he filed for a divorce 2018. What year we in?
We in 2023.
He ain't had a divorce yet. Now he has excuses. He's saying because he got legal things or whatever, money ties or whatever, and he don't want his shit taken, all his items taken. Is pardon me. So he has an excuse that his reason is, he don't want everything taken from him. So he got to go a couple years and do a couple things so that they don't catch a couple things. But I think it's bullshit. I think it's comfortability. I think it is easier to avoid the real problem at hand. If everybody else is ignoring it, why not ignore it too? If you can be uncomfortable, but comfortable enough to do what you got to do and be gone. Some people run away. And that person was probably running away, but has some kind of stabilism there. There's something there. So it kept them there. So overall, he was wrong as hell. And I think that he had some type of, like I said, there was something that was keeping him there. She was stuck on, I don't know, we're going to call it love.
Over the
I don't know
head.
what he was giving her. Yeah, I don't know what he was
Roof
giving her.
over the head.
That
She
took her so
paid for
long.
everything.
Maybe as a girl, just her mental was just off, but it was definitely that. And like I said, that's not true. That's not true because the person that I know actually pays for everything.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
That's why
He pays. He paid for everything, but he don't want to. But exactly, right? But it's a difficult situation. She won't just leave. So there's things going on that he rather run away from than actually face. You know what I'm saying? Face head on and do what he got to do because it's easier.
And basically, like how I said it, he punked out.
Huh?
He punked out.
That's how I said he punked out.
Yeah, like it's just it's not even that. He wasn't invested. At that time, he was not invested. He wasn't feeling it like that already. So whatever it was, like we said, gave that excuse to be outside. And now, or to be the way he was being, because we don't really know. Like I said, 3 long years after that, there was something there, but it could have been a drag. You never know.
All right. Kiana, what's your perspective?
He's trash. He been trash. And sometimes you got to go through hell to realize God saved you in a lot of ways. She didn't have that baby on purpose because she was never meant to be tied to that man. She knew when somebody shows you who the hell they are, you better listen, look, and learn. Don't let people play with you.
See, she must have had some friends like you because she finally got to that point where she saw the light at the end of the tunnel.
You don't got to be a rocket scientist when somebody leaves you as they dropping you off at the hospital. Do you need a degree for that? No.
Mama C, you still with us?
I'm here.
You wanna shine some light on this situation?
Yeah. Okay. First of all, he was wrong for leaving her there and not coming back to check on her. When you said that, I initially thought he just left the house and he was gone off the picture. But then when she got back home, homeboy was at the house chilling, doing whatever. Okay. Now, I'm going to say a lot of men, not all men, a lot of men look at women as tinker toys. Y'all expect us to stay the same the way you met us. And like a cat and mouse game, when the mouse is stopped playing and just plays dead, the cat has no more interest in that mouse, right? When we gain weight, when we go through our changes, men's minds trigger and they, like the young lady said, lose interest. He never had full-blown interest in her to begin with. Because again, if you do, you're going to have that unconditional love. When she had to go in and have surgery in the way you explained it, it kind of looked like he looked at her as damaged goods.
Ah.
And at this point, he's like, well, she's in here having stuff taken out. I probably can't, screw her right no more. I probably can't do nothing with her no more. I won't be bothered with this. So his mind was already out there in the playing fields anyhow, thinking about all types of stuff. The fact that they were together, you said, what, 3 years?
Yeah.
That wasn't 3 years of a relationship. That was 3 years of codependency.
Ooh.
That's what that was. And a lot of people are in a codependent state and don't realize it until something happens. And now you are able to adjust your mindset to stay in the situation that you shouldn't be in because you're codependent on that situation. Not the person, but the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Because he very well could probably make it on his own, but in his mind, he's like, why? Why should I? If she's gonna let me stay here, and we as women have to stop allowing men to move around us a certain way and then get mad about it or have an attitude. We allow them to do what they do. So if you tell homeboy you can only have 2 cookies and he took 5 and then you okay with it, then he's gonna keep taking 5 cookies or more. Mm-hmm. We got to be the ones to set the boundaries, not just with them, but within ourselves first. Set the boundaries with yourself to say, girl, don't let him do this. Don't allow this. Don't do that. Now, these are your boundaries I'm putting on you as a brother. Don't do this to me or I'm out. You cross this line, I'm out. But he crossed the line the minute he dropped her. How do you do that to someone? You drop them off. You don't stay. You drop them off and then go back home to the house to chill and whatever you're going to do. And then she has to come back. How she get back home? By an Uber? A friend?
So, yeah.
And comes back home to you chilling?
More likely
you know what he was?
Yeah, like
a
when
friend.
Tina got out the hospital and Ike was chilling. Get him, Ike.
Exactly. Couldn't have been my friend because I would have been up in that house looking him in his face like, why are you here? Why are you here? I'm that type of friend. Because there's no way that he would have been able to stay there. Me and him got to a big major argument. Big argument. Right. So he was wrong all the way around wrong. He needs to go go find him some, alley cat scallywag and go be with that person. Don't be with her because she was committed to whatever she was committed to.
All right, let's get these men's perspective.
Wait a minute, I don't know if you got Deli yet, did you?
Yeah, we got Deli. Bert, you're up. He left her in the hospital. She had to have a procedure to remove the infected ovary and the tumor. And he dropped her off and he kept it moving. And when she finally got out the hospital, he was home doing him. And as time went on and she had to take medication and stuff, she gained weight. He was no longer attracted to her and took 3 years for her to come to her senses to file for divorce. And unbeknownst to her, he already filed for divorce and was just waiting for the right time to put it in effect.
I mean, that's an unfortunate reality. I mean, he ain't shit for it. I mean, I get it, but some people aren't built for that. And who's to say? Maybe it just wasn't, shit was already bad before you got to that surgical point in life. You know what I mean? So who knows? There's many factors to be involved, but yeah, that just kick rocks and keep it moving. That was a coward move. Or at least have a conversation, something, I don't know. But that's a reality of how the world works.
That's the key, right?
Good reality.
That's the key, what you just said. Conversation, the communication, it seems like that we're not talking no more when you get to that point. How do you get to that point? That person's ill and you're not having no conversation. That's crazy.
And like you said, he already put in for a divorce 3 years old. How many other times before that? So it was already bad before probably the illness kicked in.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's a coward. That's a trifling individual. You sneaky too, because you didn't even put her up on the issues that you had with her. You was just doing everything backdoor, behind her back.
Right.
Yeah, you're a coward. Mr. Brimage, go ahead and give us your perspective.
Sorry. Yeah, he was what they would call an F-boy. And I don't know if you ever seen that television show, but that's just what he was. He didn't respect her. He didn't love her. I look at it this way: if your woman went in there and she had to give up you guys' baby, which is a precious gift, you should have been there waiting for her to come home, helping her physically get back healthy. She would have been gaining weight. At the same time, I would have been thinking of the days that we're gonna be doing some exercises together, or I'm gonna be having you do some exercises together. By yourself, I meant to say, and eating healthy again. That's if I truly loved you. But what he didn't seem like love at all. It seemed like he just was waiting for the day to remove himself from their relationship. Maybe he had Tina, Pam, somebody on the side. Or in these days, it could have been Tom or Pete.
Oh, didn't even think about that. The download, bro. Well, leave it up to Brimmage to bring that into play. All right, Sean, let's get your perspective.
Yeah, again, it's all about the dynamics of what their relationship was like. It could have been a situation to where he wanted children. She no longer could have children. In the process of her being sick, taking medication, gaining weight, probably had a particular body type that he liked in a woman, and she no longer fit that narrative. That's after the surgery and illness. Now, speaking to the filing for divorce prior to that, we don't know what took place, what type of drama they had before that that could have turned him off to her or to the marriage, whatever. So,
yeah,
but even if they just took her left, that ain't saying she can't still go on to carry. They took one of her ovaries from her. They didn't take everything out of her and said you will not be able to have children.
I think it would have been
okay. If that's the case, like his mindset, like I said, she was no longer that whole individual to him anymore. There are some guys that's like that you're no longer, like some of us who don't like women who get implants or butt lifts and this, that, and the other, because it's no longer, you're not natural anymore. And so now, I mean, whatever his mindset was, it was a very unfortunate situation for her to find out that way, the way that she did.
All right, Timmy, it's on you. Same question. Timmy, you still with us? All right, I'm gonna have to go past you. All right, so guys, now we're going to get to the nitty gritty and we're going to talk about the STD part of the topic. All right, so here we go.
Yeah, I'm here.
Almost missed you. Same question to everybody else. You already know the scenario. The guys.
Yeah, I think he was a coward for what he done. I mean, and I think he was just using her as a place to hang because she probably was paying for everything. That's why he went in. It was an opportunity for him to drop her off and go, rendezvous with this and that while she was in the hospital. Then he probably knew when she was coming home or made it so that there was nobody there. When she came there, he'd be sitting there, act like everything is everything, when he know that he was already checked out from once he left her at the damn hospital. He already knew things was done.
Yeah.
So now when she comes home, he's still playing the game with her, playing with her emotions, until she got tired and was convinced by her friends, hey girl, this dude ain't he's out here doing this, and they probably had to show her evidence And then she decided, okay, he was nothing from that. Then she started to think about when she was in the hospital, you know, that he wasn't there for her, and that made her even more, along with the influence of her friends telling her that he's no good. So yeah, that's why she did what she done.
Yeah, I think that she got to the point where she ran out of tears and tissues. And ladies, just so you know, remember this acronym. He is a NAN, capital N, capital A, capital N. That's a no account ninja or whatever N word that you can find to place in there on the end. The last N is interchangeable. All right, ladies, and gentlemen, let's get down to this STD portion of the discussion. Now, somebody brought to my attention, and I don't know how long ago it was, but there was this individual that contracted HIV. Went and got treated for it. Never brought it to his wife's attention. She got sick. She died from it. He went to jail. Now let's put a little spin on this. Could you marry or stay married to someone that has an STD? Now, and let me put this, let me lay it out there for you. Now, this person, you're in a relationship with this person, and you learn that this person has HIV, herpes, or some other type of STD, and didn't bring it to your attention, but allowing you to suffer and not tell you so. Let's go to Mama C first.
Well, we're not doing that. If you come to me with an issue and you tell me outright, this is what you have, and we are supposed to be getting married or bringing children to this world, I'm not doing that, because I'm not risking my child catching anything in any way, shape, or form. If you tell me after the fact, there's going to be a serious problem that you didn't tell me. I know somebody who actually went through that. She was dating this cat. He had herpes, didn't tell her anything. She just happened to see the medicine that he was taking. And she was like, what is this? And he said, oh, it's for herpes. And she flipped off on him. And he was like, well, I have it under control. Personal, this is what I'm telling you. My friend told me this. He told her, I have this, but I have it under control. And she was like, you didn't tell me, blah, blah, blah. But the twist is that she ended up staying with him after the fact. Ain't no way. She stayed with him. Exactly. And mind you, was out here having threesomes and stuff with him and other people.
Wait.
Knowing that she knew.
That's the gift that keeps on giving. She got herpes too?
So
but, well, she never told me if she caught it.
She caught it.
If she continued to stay with him and he got it, I mean, and he's out there doing threesomes and everything else, I mean, she needs some counseling.
She needs something. Well, me and her are not friends anymore. But that's what I said to her. I said, if you don't care about yourself, that's your business. Because he can say he has it under control all he wants. But at the end of the day, if he's having a flare up and his Johnson's is having a flare up too, because you know what I'm saying, he wants to get some, his mind goes from brain logical thinking to that thinking, and he's gonna want to get his stuff off, not caring about what he has. To him, he'll be willing to take that chance. I'll say maybe 90% of men will take that chance. However, she knew about it after the fact, and she was still willing to do what she was doing. Now it's shame on her, because now you're jeopardizing somebody else's life and health.
Yeah.
Knowing that this cat had this issue, right? If you're okay to deal with yourself, that's your business. Handle your business, but don't bring other people into the situation. She never told me if she caught it after the fact, but at the end of the day, you still knew, and you're letting people interact with y'all in that nature. I couldn't be friends with someone like that.
So again, I want to be clear about this. She was a part of the threesomes?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's she's an accessory to the crimes.
Yeah, and I couldn't be friends like that with somebody like that, so I let it go.
Yes, that's right. That's right. She's a co-defendant.
Yeah, made my back hurt.
Yeah, I missed all of that. I'm sorry, but
You
female had the disease?
No. The man
Her
had.
man did. He had it, but he didn't tell her he had it. She ended up finding out because she saw the pills or whatever that he was taking, and she asked him what they were for, and he said because he has herpes. And she asked him, why didn't you tell me? He said because I have it under control. I know when to do it. I know when not to do it. But then after she knew, she still stayed with him. And then they were out there having threesomes and stuff. And I said, well, you knew about it and you still allowed him to be with these women and they didn't know about it.
They're just infecting everyone's households.
Yeah. Well, Patsy, how you feel about that situation? They contracted a STD and they didn't tell you. You learned about it later on. Well,
you are hitting the bricks. No.
So there ain't no conversation.
My itches, my deuces is, especially like if I contract something that you didn't tell me in the first place, peace out.
So you can't marry them. You just, if you was married.
No.
So that's grounds for divorce?
Yep. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more.
Deli?
I agree with Patsy.
Yeah.
There's nothing else to say. Gone, baby, gone.
Right, deuces.
Kiana, I'm scared. Kiana, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Go ahead.
I mean, would I marry you? No, because you're a liar. So my whole marriage would be based on lies. So no, absolutely not would I continue on. If we were married and I found out, I guess your disease, I'm gonna kill you before your disease does. Because you willingly walk in here every day and smile in my face and turn a knife in my back. Nah, we're not gonna be cool. No, somebody gotta die. And it ain't me.
Rachel? Still with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
Yeah. Nah. Nah. I wouldn't stay, wouldn't go. It's not gonna happen. I agree with everybody else. It's a dub for me. Nah. You knew? Nah. And it's like it might have to harm you slowly too. Like you did to me. I might not even react that fast. I might have to slowly poison you with some shit. You're gonna have to go slowly. And then I'm telling you.
I knew you was too calm with your delivery. I knew there was some type of death remedy coming in there somewhere.
Nah, I gotta do you like you did me. That's nah.
Nigga, I'm gonna get you back.
Yeah, nah.
All right, Primo. Mo, what's going on? How would you deal with this situation? Mo, you still with us? I think her phone's on mute.
She walked away. She walked away for a second.
All right, we'll come back to her. Bird, this goes back to what you said earlier. You're planning to marry her, or you're already married to her. You learned they got an STD. Do you stay? Do you go? Do you need a PO?
All right, listen, man, I plead a fifth. I cannot say anything would incriminate me, and I don't know what I would do, but I'm not going to be involved in that anymore. I'm immediately out of that, and we might have a problem. I might need a PO. I can't.
What if y'all
that's
got
not
kids?
fair.
What if y'all got kids, business, dogs, and things of that nature?
What does that mean?
Are those determining factors? Are those would any of those things make you stay?
Absolutely not. I mean, I don't have kids with this person. I don't know if I could stay with it regardless, but kids could be a factor. But I wouldn't allow it to be a factor. I don't think if you out here sweeping around and you got herpes, and I know I got it because I done did all kinds of nasty shit to you. If we having threesomes, it's real, right? I've been everywhere in that.
Yeah, but
now,
was
I
that
have a question. If it's up till marriage, right? If you're at a point with marriage with a person, wouldn't you be getting? Nobody's getting tested throughout the relationship.
Well, I mean, the notion is no one's out there fucking around. I mean, you're supposedly right. Here's what
you
the
get
whole
checkups, you get pap smears, you get. I mean,
I'm just saying, some people do, but I'm just saying they ain't saying what's going on. But I'm gonna say I'm under the assumption that my quote unquote wife isn't out there fucking around that I'm worried about. Now, if I'm worried about her fucking around and I need any kind of test, the STD test, then that's not the person I'm supposed to be with. I wouldn't be with this person from day one, thinking if I thought of them that type of person to have STDs, then I'm not worried about being with them at all. That's not even an option for me. But
I mean, you can get a
you're
PAP,
supposed to
but
get
you don't
yearly checks.
So you have to ask for an STD test. That's not a given.
right.
Well,
I mean,
know
they
when I
go
went
in
to
there,
get
you
a
could
full,
definitely see,
when I got a
you could
full
see
body,
genital
when
warts,
I
you
got a
could see
full body
bumps, you
blood
could see cysts,
exam, that my
you could see
yearly full
everything in
body
there.
blood exam, they examine everything. I get results, lab blood on everything.
But that's because you're not married. If you are a single woman,
No,
they're
I'm
going
saying
to
my
just give that to
yearly.
you.
No, on my yearly
Yes.
Yearly
appointments, they
checkup.
take my blood, they
Married
check
couples have
everything.
to get syphilis tests before you get married.
Oh damn!
You both
And the
have to
thing
get
is,
tested for syphilis, but if you're smart enough, you test right now. You didn't have nothing before this. Before we
Right,
got
that's
into
what I'm
this, if
saying.
something pops
Right,
up, then we got issues that I
right.
don't even think are up for discussion. Unless I'm
and
out
also,
there doing my dirty birdie too.
There's no test
There's food in there, Wani.
for men. So there's a lot of things that you can have in your body that you don't get tested for. So again, you have to ask for certain tests. And certain tests
I
are
mean,
available to
herpes too.
everybody.
You don't need a test for a little cherry tomato on your Jimmy
yearly
Johnson.
checkup, they're going to do
There's no
every
test
damn
for
thing.
bumps on your mouth and cold sores on your mouth every couple of weeks. There's no
so
test
that's
needed
the
for that.
thing.
It's
Some
already
things are
established.
evidence.
You still need a test.
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah.
For
Even
women.
as
Some people don't
women,
get
when
those
we
things.
But even as women, when we have our pap smear, there are some STDs that will be visible inside.
True that.
So you may not see it, but you may have a yeast infection, which is not an STD, but you have it. It's going to show during the pap smear. So there are some things
If
that
you got
we
a
as
couple of
women can
warts floating around
experience.
up there, they can absolutely see a wart, a cyst, a bump.
I don't know if you guys know sometimes like a dirty penis will cause a woman to have like a vaginal odor.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, their
So,
pH is just off.
and
You're eating too many fucking pig feet or
I was
something.
about to say things everybody eats too.
Yeah, but sometimes the man is
Babies here?
unaware of that.
So
But women are susceptible to pick those things up.
So it's
Right. The men pass a lot of disease to women, and women holds it inside.
Well, I'm
their
hoping
body.
women have a little check procedure that they go through before they decide to do some things to the thing. I mean, I would think, men might have a little check situation too.
So let me.
It's
let
called
me,
that right there.
It's called yearly checkup.
Trying to
That's what it's
push
called.
a little
Yearly
lint or a little
checkup.
powder ball away and hoping that ain't a little motherfucking cherry tomato growing.
I mean,
Pay
that's why
attention.
women get,
That's why it's called yearly
PID.
checkup.
Because they don't know.
Yeah, see, this is why if anybody's dating one by the name of David, I get an annual every year. STDs all the time. I don't care.
Everything.
You're gonna see that. My doctor asks me every year, David, if you're not having unsafe sex, why do you take so many AIDS tests? Because I want to know. I don't want nothing sneaking up on me. I don't want nobody left nothing behind when they left me. Take all that stuff with you. You didn't want me, and I don't want nothing that you leaving behind. But most of all that. So I take a test every year. Not that I say I switch my lovers every year, I mean,
Yeah, you do.
But a lot.
You couldn't say, bro, you do.
It ain't about switching. You might have multiple things sliding through over there. Don't play games over here, podcast
A
man.
lot of men do not get yearly checkups or even check.
There's a lot of women. There's a lot of women that don't do that.
True.
There's a lot. Wait a minute, Sean, you've been quiet. We got to get you in this discussion. And Gregory, thank you for joining us. Sean,
AD.
You got to answer this question. She came in. Well, answer that first question with Mama C said. Well, that statement, that scenario. This individual, he was harboring basically. He has herpes. Brought it home to her like it's a gift. Here you go, Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday, Happy Anniversary. And how do you deal with that?
That's a grimy individual, and that's definitely a lawsuit.
Exactly. I was going to say that you can sue people that do stuff
of some form. And I made either a lawsuit against that individual or some charges going to be against me.
You can go to jail for that.
That's right.
I've seen it. Willingly know they're HIV and they're out there selling their body for money. That's a crime. So you have something as intense as like HIV and you didn't tell somebody, you can go to jail. Didn't you say the guy went to jail?
Yeah, he did, but that was after the
criminal act.
This mother sucker, he let her go through the whole process of contracting full-blown AIDS. She died.
Jail.
She died.
You can get it one time.
That's homicide.
Yeah,
that's homicide. They can go to jail.
Right. She died not knowing that this
that could be first degree. You know all about it. You I'm not saying you planned it, but you knew you were infected. You were having unprotected sex. This is all pre.
But he's planning it inside.
Oh, yeah, he planned it. He didn't tell her. That's admission, as far as I'm concerned. You ain't say nothing. You didn't try to do anything to protect her. And you kept.
Hey guys, I'm out of here, man. My feet are bad. I'm rubbing my feet right now, so I need some time. Love you guys. Y'all don't know, man. I got another bad toe, man. It's not looking good. So you guys throw up some prayers. I may be losing one more on the team.
You laugh
pray for your boy and fuck you. I ain't laughing at nobody, you sorry motherfucker. Excuse my language.
Lose your shit like uncle, boy.
I ain't losing shit. Shut up.
Gotta get some compression.
Bro, you heard what Kiana said?
You know?
What?
Do some compression socks.
Try some compression socks.
It's bigger than that.
Well,
it ain't about compression. I got great circulation. It's just, things just ain't right. But God loves me.
All right, God bless you.
Take care,
bro.
God bless you.
All right, while Bird is going, Jesus, please put your healing hands on him and remove anything and everything in him that is unlike you and replace it with everything that is you. Cast it out into the sea of forgetfulness and never allow it to plague him ever again. God bless you. Amen.
Amen.
Yep. All right. Now let's move on. All right. So
no, can I just say this about that whole thing? You go to the doctor. Deli said men don't really like going to the hospital annually and for checkups every 6 months or so. I mean, I believe by that right there. I go into the hospital. They might think I'm crazy because even if I'm not having sex with anyone, I go run everything, run all tests, and I got to come out with an AIDS test to make sure. I just keep it as a trophy on my daggone wall somewhere. If a lady's coming into my home and she dropping her pants, I need to see her bill of health. And even if you show me that you clean and you don't have AIDS or STDs, you getting in the shower first anyway. I'm gonna wash you up.
All right. So let's take it to this way. All right, since everybody's on this whole AIDS thing, let's say this: you marry the woman, marry the man, y'all planning the future, y'all are making roots. You got your foundation. You plan on being together for the rest of your life. Unfortunately, you or her are infected with again, terminal ailment being an STD, HIV, and you didn't know and she didn't know, and it's affecting one or the other more. So, do you stay? Do you go? Let's go to Sean first. Sean, can you stay in that situation?
I cannot. I cannot. Yeah, I'm just shallow like that. I cannot stay.
Well, you have your reasons, right?
I sure do.
So guys, ask you something, Dave, and this is to any other man or woman that's gonna answer that question the way Sean did. You said that they was in a relationship, they was married, and
So unfortunately, one of them contracted the HIV from a prior relationship. They was unaware that they had it. Because again, they didn't get tested, they got married and all this other stuff. They just was assuming that both individuals was clean. It's something that came back to haunt them from a past relationship. So I don't know if the person was being
truthful.
premeditated.
Hold, please.
So Robert, go ahead. Oh, Sean, was you still trying to answer?
Oh no, because I mean I know I was very vague with it, but without going into completeness, and you starting to speak on it, and my mind would go to where I would think of, was this person being truthful?
See, that's honesty. That's honesty. Robert, go ahead. Robert.
He's on pause.
All right, let's get a woman's side.
He's on mute.
Kiana, still with us?
Yeah.
Duchess.
She on mute.
All right, you guys. Deli, you still with us?
Yeah. It keeps going. He's trying to take me out. Yes, I'm here.
All right, so here we go. Did you hear the scenario? You got married.
No.
You got married. You guys never got any AIDS test and stuff. You assumed that everybody was had
legit.
A good bill of health, and someone was infected with HIV. And can you stay in the situation? Now, this is something that they contracted from a past relationship, and now y'all just now learning about it later on in your relationship. Can you stay?
How do we know who? How do we know who caught it from whom?
Exactly. So how would you do again? Would you stay or would you go?
It's difficult. I mean, again, you don't know whom caught it from whom, or I mean, I guess unless I'm me and I'm up on my test. So
yeah.
We're married. Would I stay? Would I go? I mean it. That's a hard one because you do have vows. You don't think that this person lied to you because they didn't know. You would hope that they wasn't being dishonest with you. They're for better, for worse, for richer, for poor. I don't know. That's a difficult one for me because of course, my first instinct would be to leave because I feel like you lied to me. But again,
I see y'all being honest. You're being honest. Go ahead.
But if I, feel like I know you genuinely, and I don't think that you would do that to me, we'd have to have some counseling, and I don't know. My bags would be packed, and I would be at the door, like tiptoeing towards the doors. I don't know, but I mean, but if I already have it and you have it, I like, who the hell else am I gonna be with? What the hell?
Yeah,
that's what Kiana. That's what I was gonna say.
That's what
I was gonna tell you. I was gonna tell you one having the other got it while y'all are married. That's not right for you to leave this person and jump into bed with someone else and spread it. If you gonna be with anyone, be with the person that got the same thing as you, and you're still married. Try to live through your marriage. I'm not saying you have to stay now, but if you choose to walk away, it's not fair to get in the bed with another lady or man and pass that on to them.
I mean, I don't know if I would even want to be in a relationship with anybody, period, because I feel like everybody lied, but like, you know, we as human beings
it's like
want
that
to be
trust
in a
issue with you.
relationship. We want companionship. So I don't know. That's a hard one for me. You know, I'm a big black and white, hate it, love it, but that's a tough one because there's a lot of gray areas in that scenario.
Rachel, in that situation, could you stay or would you go?
I agree. Kiana said exactly what I was thinking. For me, I guess it would all depend on when's the last time somebody got checked. If we kind of walked into something and everybody was careless, apparently, because nobody got checked, we don't know where it came from. And then I agree with everybody else where it turns into like, why go spread it? You know what I mean? Who else you gonna mess with? It's kind of like you kind of stuck. You know what I mean? If you walked into it with nobody knowing, you know.
Mo, you still with us?
Oh, she's about to come back in right now.
All right. Mama
Rachel. She can talk from me. Here.
All right, go ahead, Mo. Same question. Would you stay? Would you go? You don't know where it came from. You don't know if he gave it to you or you gave it to him. But one thing y'all certain about is it came from a past relationship.
Yeah, if you two got together, you know, just got together, and you're trying to be committed, you gotta be real with each other. You know, this is what it is. You need to go get checked, freaking go handle that. You know, I feel like people that's not, you know, forthcoming of the situation, or it could be some people that you're dealing with that's not forthcoming of the situation. You could have been dealing with it for a while. Just because you didn't get checked and that person just put you on that you need to get checked, you know? Like, there's different situations, because I know us females, we get checked every couple of months, and if you're a smart female, you're gonna get checked after you're dealing with different people. Like,
Right.
so regardless if you slipping and sliding, like, you're gonna go get checked. So us females, we're more accountable when it comes to when you dealt with someone or when you need to get checked. If that chick's bold enough to tell you that you need to get checked, you should like figure common sense will tell you, you know, this bitch is on her shit. You know, like a bum bitch ain't gonna tell you shit. So you just gonna be dealing with it. She's just gonna be out your life for a while. Hope that you got cleared within the next 6 to 8 months.
Nah, I'm gonna be out her life because I'm gonna be out her life. I'm gonna be in jail. You ain't gonna do no mess like that to me.
Nah, some females and some niggas is dirty. Some niggas don't. Like, there's some men that do not get checked, don't even have health insurance.
They go based on
health insurance, however you want to say it. They don't
you ask them what's their primary care's name, they don't know it because they don't have one. They go based on their woman's health. If their woman is feeling good, they're feeling good. If the woman's sick, I might just be sick tomorrow. They're going based on you guys.
And if no female came to tell them that you should get checked, you just think you don't have anything. The female God just dipset it on you, handled her business, and just stopped fucking with you because they know you don't have health insurance. You're just a dumb bum. You know. Let me stop. I'll be quiet. All right, guys.
No, we appreciate it. Mama C, how'd you deal with such a situation like that? Would you stay? Would you go?
If I'm married to the person and then he found out after the fact and told me afterwards, it will be tough. I would agree with the beautiful sister that spoke earlier. It would be tough. Now, my thing is, I would be beating myself up for not making us take a test before we got married. See, I would have to take responsibility for myself too. It's not all on him. So I'm going to question myself a hell of a lot. Like, why didn't we do this before? Now we get over that hump. The question is, like you said, do we stay together? At this point, we both got to get retested just to see if I even have it at this point. Because like the brother was saying, if I have it and you have it, what's the point of us leaving each other? We might as well just stay together and make it happen. Right? Make it happen. But if we get tested and they recommend I come back 6 months later to get retested and it comes out negative, now we have an issue like, okay, do I really stay with, can I really mentally stay with someone that is positive and I'm negative? How can this relationship work? Because in my mind, I'm going to constantly be thinking, I'm going to catch it.
Your answer
Sexual
to that
desire will not be
your
there.
answer to that is not to cut you out. Would be God made a way. I better leave now.
Yeah, because it wouldn't even be fair to him if I stayed and I'm not treating him like a wife should treat him because my mind is to the left. That would be completely unfair to him. Now, would he want a divorce and have to go out here now and face the world and hopefully tell the truth to the next person? I don't know. But I know me as a woman, I could not allow a man to be in my presence and not treat him as the king he should be treated as because my mind is not viewing him as that.
Patsy, stay, go. Which would you do?
I would have to evaluate the situation, how much we were in love, and whether or not we, if it was truly like not known. I probably, depending on my train of thought and the thought process, to whether or not I would go. It depended on. But I think I would give more leaving him than staying, because that's something they, like I wouldn't even be with somebody that didn't have their doctors in place, and especially primary care. Like, you ain't got no primary care, I ain't with you. Anyway, so you got to be going to the doctor on the regular anyway.
Timmy,
Yeah.
Would you stay? Would you go?
God bless me for never not having any type of sexual transmitted disease. So in that case, because I make sure I go to the doctor, and in that case, that's a wrap for me because I'm very cautious about catching something. So my thing is that's a wrap for me. I can't fathom having some sexual transmitted disease, knowing that, I go to the doctor and then you not being upfront about things, and you getting around, or you done had it and you never got checked, so you didn't know you had it, and now you just now getting checked. So I feel like for me that's irresponsible as a woman or as a man, period. Not keeping up with your health, keeping up with your the way you groom, or your entire taking care of your your personal business that you're supposed to be taking care of, making sure everything is right. I feel that's disrespectful for a man and woman not to pay attention to their stuff like that.
Healthcare. Mr. Lacey, you still with us?
Nah.
Okay, so.
Oh, yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's
Nah,
in there.
I'm not here. I'm not here at all.
Well, you've been rather quiet tonight. So same question. You contracted an STD, HIV. You and your girl, it's from a past relationship. Neither of you was the wiser until someone started getting ill. Do you stay? Do you go?
I believe that I'll leave because somebody is a goddamn liar. And if you stay around for somebody to keep lying to you, you are stupid.
So again, just in case you didn't hear me, she was unaware, you was unaware. It was contracted.
I just told you somebody's a liar. We're not gonna figure out who it was because apparently nobody was aware, right? Somebody lied to somebody. We gotta dead this relationship. That's it.
All right, so let me just tell you guys this. So I don't know, you people that are married, help me
You
out.
didn't ask me the question.
Who's that? Deli, you still with us? I'm sorry.
You don't see my name. Okay.
No, Deli, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Deli, same question.
Well, I already heard the question, and my first reaction would be to run and lick my wounds. But the person that I've become, I think if I was in that situation, because your question was one of you guys have it, the man or the woman.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
or both. Or both.
All right. So but for me in a relationship, at least even if we didn't discuss anything like that, I feel like if he has it and I don't, and I'm married to him, then I made the vow. So I will stay and help him and care for him the best way I can, but I wouldn't have sex with him. No sexual contact. I would be celibate because I'm married to him. You understand? And that's a vow, a promise that I made to God. So I would stay as a wife and care for him. Now,
what happens, not to cut
on.
you off, what happens if his needs need to be met sexually?
Well, you are cutting her off, but go ahead.
Deli?
Yeah, ask me at the end. Ask me at the end.
Okay, sorry.
So if, let's say that I had it and he didn't, I would allow him to take care of me, but I wouldn't want no sexual relations. I wouldn't give a damn who or what he screwed, but I wouldn't even be married to someone like that because he would be devoted to me. You understand? I would allow him to take care of me. And if we both had it, then I would stay and we both work it out together. That's me. That's the God in me. And that's the person that I am. So, Mr. Robert, when you speak about needs and sexuality, a relationship has many phases to it. Sex is only one part, but there's many others in terms of fulfillment, internal and fulfillment. You know what I mean? And
spirituality.
Yeah, like for me, that's not an issue. My love is greater than sex. You understand? Okay, so that's how I would be, Mr. David.
Okay, so let me mind everybody of this too before you probably was ready to close. Herpes, and the type that I'm talking about is the one that flares up and go away and flares back up. Be very mindful of if you're going to stay and the doctors say you didn't have it and test in 6 months, you still got to be mindful. This person is living in your home with you. He's using your silverware or you guys silverware, you guys cups, plates, whatever, bowls. If you're sharing drinks or whatever, the kissing, you will catch.
Well, I think
it's called paper plates, paper forks, paper knives, everything's in the trash. Some of those things can be avoided.
All right, so let me ask you this. So you guys that have been married, traditional vows or you wrote your own vows? Ladies, gentlemen?
Traditional, or just took out the obey part.
Okay. All right. So You would.
Shut it up.
So here we go. So there is some vows that say for better or worse, and y'all correct me if I'm right or wrong. Am I right?
You're right.
Better for worse, for richer, for poorer.
Oh, you reading them down? Go and recite them.
In sickness and health till death do us part.
There you go.
Right.
That's it. So
honor and obey.
So no wait. Kiana said,
I told you there was no obey in mine.
Kiana said that they took out the obey. But I guarantee you, if you break those other words, those other vows, she will make sure you're going to obey the other one because she's going to enforce them. Because here you go. where it says, for better or worse, let that situation get worse. Be it the illness, you're supposed to still be there.
Yeah.
Through sickness and health. See, there you go right there. Good times, bad times, when you got good health, when you got bad health. You're supposed to be right there in the fight. So here brings us back to the last part, right? Till death do you part.
Till you die or he die.
Or he dies.
Die together.
Now, there you go. Because in that last scenario where they both have it, because they contracted it due to a past experience and they was unaware that they had it, oh yeah, you ain't leaving me. Wherever you go, I go. Wherever I go, you go. Ain't no getting rid of me. We till death do us.
Can I say something, if I may, please?
Yeah.
So when you're talking about those vows, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those, to me, I'm looking at it like this. Those vows are said to each other with the intention of honesty before you say it.
Yeah.
So if you come to me with honesty, knowing 125,000% that you are honest about what you're saying, you're coming to me clean, you're coming to me with a good heart, you're coming to me spiritually grounded, so that we can build together and tie not the man knot, I'm talking about the spiritual knot, so that we can grow together, then that's one thing. Then we get married, we say these vows before the Lord. Okay, we move forward. Now something happens, sickness comes on board that we were not anticipating, an accident happens. All right, guess what? The next phase of after your vows is long suffering. Because then that's when the long suffering kicks in, and you're there with your spouse to make sure that they're not there alone to endure the changes that came upon y'all. Because it's y'all now, it's not him or her, it's y'all.
Right, it's one.
Right. So now the accident happened and brother lost his limb or he's incapable of doing whatever. Now it's on y'all to have long suffering together to make this happen. But when you bring the Bible into something that is blended in with the web of lives, those vows are null and void.
You know what? I'm gonna leave it at that. Mama C got the last word. That's it. We ain't gotta say no more. She put everything in perspective. This has been the Still a Man podcast. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for participating. See you next week. God bless you.